together in the second half. If UNCG wants to.
Last three will stop an 8-0 run for the Vols. Vescovi gets it down inside. Kamwa. So smooth inside, easy finish. He's got 5.
Kind of a versatile 4 guy. Will step out and knock the 3 down. First down.
23-point advantage. 3 minutes into our second half. Tracy attacking, too strong. Focus on a nice rebound. Great job to stay inbounds. He's got 3 boards. Vescovi probing. And Chandler travel. Only the loss for Tennessee this season coming against top 10 Villanova. As we take a look at Olivier Kamwa. Exploded early in the season against ETSU. New career high. He's been hitting the 3 ball. Rick Barnes emphasizing this week his body language, something that he's watching on the court. You know, missed a layup against Texas Tech Tuesday night. And the coach was like, hey, you know, that stuff is going to happen. We believe in you. He also talked about James from the outside, believes in that outside jumper, and he said, we're disappointed if they're not taking their shots when they're left wide open. So we've got that confidence. 3 ball good by Buckingham, so he's starting to heat up. Now with 8 points. Kamwa nearly traveled and tapped out. It'll stay with the Vols. 16 to shoot. I think you do like, if you're a Tennessee fan, the non-conference schedule the Vols have faced. You have seen some good competition, some different looks, different programs, and that'll bode well when league play gets underway. Vescovi, the baseline J, silky smooth. And Santi now with 8. $10-0 run for Tennessee near the end of the first half, creating the significant separation in this one. Under 16 media timeouts. 45-23 our score. Tennessee in control.
Shop great gifts and Christmas hot deals at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Get up to 50% off game tables, up to 50% off hoodies and sweatshirts, and 20% off all fishing combos. These deals end December 12th. Shop at your Academy store at academy.com.
Tiramisu?
Ooh, tiramisu. Or save up and eat tiramisu in Italy. Okay, Little Italy. Autumn in New York. The lights of Broadway. Wait, did I pay the light bill? Yeah. No, I paid it. Didn't I? Wait, no. Yes. What? Huh. Regions. Tiramisu.
87% of people think about money all the time. Regions' convenient new ways to track your transactions make it easier to get back to the moment.
One word.
I'm one of those kids who has cancer.
One challenge.
300 nights in the hospital.
Probably upwards of 10 surgeries.
2 bone marrow transplants.
Chemotherapy, radiation.
They've given me 3 months to live.
One hope.
We hope his treatment is working. We just hope.
We need your help. With a fight that began one night when one man gave one speech.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Those old shirts smelled as funky as they looked. At Cricket, we re-engineered vintage style. Softer fabrics. Modern fits. Old school done better.
Well, it is V Week at ESPN, and our partnership with the V Foundation highlights the urgent need for cancer research and the elimination of racial disparities in cancer outcomes. For more information, visit ESPN.com/VWeek. Back in Knoxville, Tennessee, we mentioned this back in the first half. 7 teams currently ranked in the AP Top 25 out of the conference. Florida, tough loss last week. That'll probably change as of
10,
Monday afternoon.
9.
But Auburn off to a great start, demolishing Nebraska earlier today. And Alabama, ultra impressive win against Gonzaga last weekend. Arguably one of the biggest wins of the season for any team, and essentially a road game. And look, Mark, I would tell you this. Alabama's win against the Zags not only bodes well for the Crimson Tide as we get into conference play, I would argue for the rest of the conference as well. It kind of boosts everybody up a couple of notches in the net rankings when you play Alabama because of that win.
How about Shackelford knocking down 6 3-balls against the Zags?
Nate Oates' team gets rolling. Look out. There's a foul. Ziegler committed the infraction. Picks up his first. Zakai Ziegler played a little high school football. He's a quarterback, a safety. Brings that kind of mentality on the court. And you can just see his potential. He gets a full head of steam going. It's almost impossible to stay in front of him. Got a Long Island.
When you make back-to-back mistakes, guess what seat you get?
Like throwing a pick on the gridiron, perhaps. Kamwa wanted the turnover. Instead, it'll stay on this end.
Well, you got to do a better job of selling that.
"20-point advantage. Vols have led by as many as 24 earlier in this half. Spartans shooting 4 of 5 from the floor to start the second period. Buckingham lost it out of bounds.
Tennessee's defense, Roy, in the half court is just relentless, one pass away.
Huntley Hatfield goes to work. A couple of pump fakes and a jump hook well short. Vols have forced 16 turnovers so far. James nearly made it 17 as he taps that one out.
The visitors have a couple of tempo, but too many mistakes, too many giveaways. Tennessee's converted at a high rate. That's the reason we have to read.
Kamwa take a breather. Trapping pressure, the crossover by Langley. And a good look inside the jam by Jones.
Wow. Take another look.
Miles Jones with authority. Langley hit the deck hard afterwards. Lead down to 18. 5.5 minutes into our second half. And James, the offensive foul. Boy, Hunter had position, it looked like.
Yeah, a long time out. Look how long the defender set.
It was Lyda that stuck his nose in there. Just outside the arc. Talk things over with Mike Jones. So our veteran officiating crew going to double check the clock to make sure that all I's are dotted and T's are crossed. And don't forget, coming up tomorrow, we'll feature another great women's basketball rivalry. FSU and Florida. Need we say more? 1 o'clock Eastern, right here on SEC Network. Also, the ESPN app. Gators trying to snap a bit of a skid against the Noles. 5 straight. See what it looks like tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern, right here on SEC Network. Don Daly talking things over at the scorer's table. one of the best. At least that's been my experience in calling games in the conference the last 5 seasons. Mark, I think it was 2 years ago. It felt like our crew followed his crew around.
Yes. He kind of rolled his eyes when he saw us.
Well, he either did that when he saw us or when he didn't. And I started to develop a different feel for officials that season, because it felt like as I was flying in and out, I was flying side by side with a lot of those veteran officials. And so you're talking about calls and kind of what you see, and then you meet them. You're thinking, okay, these guys are human too. It gives you a different perspective. Three-pointer off, Powell the rebound.
Much better job by Ziegler not over-dribbling.
Bailey will set it up, 10 on the shot clock. Couple shots in the first half. Huntley Hatfield from 17. Good looking mid-range. He's got 6.
Don't you think, Roy, with his fewer minutes lately?
Yeah, he's a player they're trying to work into the rotation a little bit more. Freshman, a 5-star prospect. He reclassified. They got a lot of great basketball in front of him. And all 8 games so far this season for 2 in whites. Coming off the bench.
Yeah, he wanted to make the pass. Look, defender was off of him. Knock down your mid-range.
Hey, sometimes the simple play is the correct one, right?
Wow, you have been listening.
And a foul as Powell tried to sneak around the baseline. And was held by Tharrington.
In our 4th year together, you listened one time.
Yeah, and I'm trying not to make it a habit because I don't like to give you too many props. Powell, the entry. Fulkerson, the rotation. Powell get it back and a fresh 20. Bailey had a wide open look. Chandler attacking. They had blocked at the rack. Here comes Jalen White, 3-on-1. And free throws coming for Jalen White. Now Jalen White has been an absolute beast in this game, coming off the bench. The 6 points, 4 rebounds, a couple of free throws right now. Junior out of St. Petersburg. Started his career at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. And we've talked a lot about it already this season, the number of transfers, not just at any one particular school, but nationwide with the transfer portal. And, you know, we've mentioned getting ready for all of these games in the league, out of the league. You start to put together your spotting boards. And beside about half of the players, really for both teams, in a lot of games, you're trying to figure out, okay, where did they start their collegiate career? And that's how many transfers we're looking at. Chandler inside to Fulkerson, outside to Powell. Beautiful rotation again. Chandler gets it back. Third time's a charm. No.
I love the early looks. All 3 of those were good looks.
Ball's 9 of 24 now from downtown. 47-28. Wide again and rejected. Huntley Hatfield snuck in there. You can kind of feel Tennessee in that offensive lull for just a few minutes. Chandler will try to change it. And a good job drawing the foul, and free throws coming up for Big Orange. The block by Huntley Hatfield, and the Vols defensively locking down UNCG.
It's the most joyous time of the year.
Especially at T-Mobile.
Let's go to Diane.
Can you tell us what's happening?
Yeah, I got the awesome new iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, and T-Mobile's paying for them both. Oh, and I get a free year of Apple TV Plus.
And this is for new and existing T-Mobile and Sprint customers. Like me. Back to you. Hello?
We're going to T-Mobile.
Upgrade to the iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, both on us. Only at T-Mobile.
Over 100 million Americans have a low credit score. Self is a new way to build credit that doesn't require a credit score. Plus, Self helps you save money every month and reports your payments to all 3 credit bureaus. Download the app today.
We've all felt pressured into buying a store's overpriced electronics warranty. Upsy offers affordable and reliable warranties for all your electronics and appliances. Visit upsy.com today.
Dorian O'Kane in studio. We check in on Kentucky on the road. First true road game of the season. It is at Notre Dame. Irish down 3, and then into the passing lane goes Blake Wesley, and he throws it down and pulls Notre Dame to within 1. But big man for Big Blue, Oscar Tshiebwe working the glass, hitting the bucket. 8 points, 5 rebounds to this point. We are tied late first half on ESPN.
Yeah, Dari, Ty Washington also with 6. What a great matchup. Plenty of cachet between the Cats and the Fighting Irish. Back in Knoxville, good start for Big Orange today, as we've documented, 47-28. 13th ranked Vols coming off a loss on Tuesday, in control of this one. Mark, they have missed their last 5 shots, 1 for their last 7. Yeah. So they've kind of cooled off a little bit from deep these last few minutes. But overall, you have to really like what you've seen from this crew today.
A workmanlike effort from against a team that plays at this tempo.
I think that's the other thing you really like about non-conference play. And Rick Barnes talked about it with us. You go from Colorado on the road to Texas Tech at MSG. 2 totally different styles. And then now you get UNCG 4 days later. And I think it's great for your backcourt. It's fantastic for a freshman like Kennedy Chandler. You see the teams they face this year. A lot to be learned by Chandler and this Tennessee team with so many new personalities and faces this year. Again, we'll repeat it in case you missed in the first half. I think that'll pay dividends when SEC play arrives, because chances are you're going to have seen a lot of what you'll see in January and February already.
Well, how about that Tennessee at Texas matchup in the Big 12 SEC Challenge?
Speaking of cachet, as Ziegler is off the mark. Yeah. Texas, of course, with first-year head coach Chris Beard coming in from Texas Tech. I believe the shot clock never got cranked up on this possession. Well, those technical demons will get after you if you're not too careful, won't they? Don't forget, coming up Wednesday is National Signing Day for football. SEC Now, the Signing Day special. Look at those smiling faces. Alyssa, Craig, Roman. They're going to break it all down top to bottom. Let's find out where the nation's top football recruits are going to land. We've got highlights. We've got evaluations. The SEC Now 3-hour Signing Day special starting at noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, with updates all across the board, all across the conference. What a scene it will be. Right here, SEC Network, also on the ESPN app. Look at Don Daly. He's working up a little bit of a sweat trying to figure things out over there. We're with you, Don. Let's go, buddy.
I could use some of those guys' help today. Roy, when does your football season start? Your bowl season?
That's next weekend over at the Independence Bowl. I'm going to be with one of the SEC Network's leading celebrities. No, not Tom Hart, but my man Cole Kublik. Be over in Shreveport, BYU, UAB, and then got a couple more bowl games to close out the slate. A lot of people Still buzzing about the upcoming college football playoff. Alabama, Georgia, what's going to happen? Can Kirby finally find a way, win a national championship against his mentor and Nick Saban? Or the tide peaking at the right time? And that Georgia-Michigan game, Capital One Orange Bowl, going to be special, I think. 21-point lead, the double team, nearly another turnover. UNCG already with 18 miscues. Ziegler the rebound, shortest man on the court. And Mark, you mentioned at times 5 and white, Zakai Ziegler, sometimes one or two too many dribbles in transition, and he'll learn from that.
The rule of thumb, usually divide by 2.
James left open. That's been his spot, and it is once again. 4 of 6 from downtown. Now with 12 points. High ball screen for Tracy. Shot clock down to 10. Abdul Salam with a pump fake and a finish. No! Spun out.
Particle rims.
Look at the ball rotation. Vescovi. And a foul. Plopchich hit the deck pretty hard. Josiah Jordan-James now with 4 triples, Mark Wise. Ultra impressive and silky smooth.
Entered today's game shooting just 12% from bonus land.
And you wonder if a performance like this can kind of reignite his season. Because he's kind of been more of the glue guy, even going back to last year. You think about the rebounding. You think about the defense. The offensive production, it always has kind of felt like it's been a work in progress. 12 on the board so far today. Let's see if that starts to change things up for the new number 30 in Knoxville. Media timeout as we step aside from Thompson Bowling Arena.
Welcome to Allstate, where our new lower auto rates are worth celebrating. Now get new lower auto rates. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
Introducing the first stain worthy of the yellow tag. Yellowwood Protector Stain and Sealer. Powerful protection for your deck. Available in pre-mixed grab-and-go cans. Find a Yellowwood dealer near you.
The SEC taught us that no matter how hard you work, victory is never guaranteed. But fighting to get back up every single time you get knocked down is the only way to turn a setback into a comeback. Regions, official bank of the SEC.
One word.
I'm one of those kids who has cancer.
One challenge.
300 nights in the hospital. Probably upwards of 10 surgeries.
2 bone marrow transplants.
Chemotherapy, radiation.
They've given me 3 months to live.
One hope.
We hope his treatment is working. We just hope.
We need your help with a fight that began one night when one man gave one speech.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
.24 advantage for Tennessee, largest lead of the afternoon. 52-28 our score. Mark Wise, Roy Philpott. Another look at that last sequence. Big Mo, they call him, Mohamed Abdul Salam. Kind of elbowed Plopchich down to the deck right before that last timeout. They're going to rule that a common foul. Don Daly went over, took another look at it, and that was the final ruling. Plopchich appears to be okay, and Abdul Salam now with 4 personals, the halfway point of our second half.
I don't know what a close call is to a flagrant one, but that is it.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that they ruled that a common foul. By the way, Tennessee now with double-digit three-point makes today. It's the fourth time this season that's happened. And Don Daly will explain things now to the UNCG bench. Spartans were picked 6th in the SoCon preseason poll after making the tournament last year. And of course, if you're a college basketball junkie like we are, you probably remember Isaiah Miller and the great career he had for the Spartans. Wes Miller is the head coach. He's now moved on. And Isaiah Miller, most recently with the Timberwolves organization, the NBA. Mike Jones was quick to point out to us today, yeah, Isaiah's not here anymore. As you see the projections.
Roy, how about this, though? The SoCon entering play today was one of only 3 leagues where every team in the league had a winning record. Wow. The Big East got there with Georgetown's win today, and the Big 12 has every team with a winning record.
So after the lengthy delay, here's Chandler. And a good look to Ziegler. Left wide open. And connects. 11 threes for Tennessee.
Yeah, he's been streaky this year from deep.
I would keep an eye on Furman out of that conference as well. They return a lot of weapons from a team. It's been a tough out the last couple of seasons out of the Southern Conference. They play some good basketball.
Chattanooga? Roy, Chattanooga has 5 road wins already.
How about that? Wow. Next thing you're going to tell me 2 of those are in quad 1. Ziegler again from the wing. Huntley Hatfield on the offensive glass. Up and under. 57-28.
That's how you earn the trust of the coaching staff to get more minutes.
A 10-0 run for Big Orange the last 2.5 minutes. Mentioned the great slate of games coming up later tonight. Mark is on the verge of giving you his Alabama-Houston prediction. Easy for me to say. And a shot clock violation for UNCG.
Inside, Huntley Hatfield, 6'10" freshman, working down in that high rent district. Second chance points.
When you say high rent district, I think about that board game, Monopoly. It's like Boardwalk, Park Place.
That's the area between block to block, the high rent district. Second chance
I just know
points.
if you land on one of those spots, you got to pay like $400. Spartans doing a better job protecting the basketball. 19 total turnovers, only 6 in this half. Ziegler again, this time with a pump fake. Meshack on the floor for the first time, 15 in white. Vescovy gets it back, creates a little separation. Teardrop is there.
Was not a pretty possession, but a great finish.
59-28. Spartans now almost 7 minutes since their last field goal. Langley will try to change that. Instead turns it over. Vescovy in transition. Skip pass, Ziegler. Yes! He's got 9. All 3 of his makes from deep. 62-28. Tennessee dominating UNCG at home on a Saturday afternoon in the SEC.
Isn't it great to have fans back in the stands? The energy in here is amazing. Just move on.
tag game on the planet. Join Team Red, Blue, or whatever color you choose. The Revolution Blaster has quick slide reload and 300-foot range. With the all-new Micro Blaster's built-in receiver, you can play blaster to blaster, the ultra-long-range blaster ever, over 500 feet. The Equalizer lets you blast multiple opponents at once. You can get the Micro Blaster double set for $29.99, and shipping is free. Batteries not included. Extra blasters sold separately, must be 18 or older to order.
Hi, I'm Wolfgang Back. When I started my online store, Wolfgang Back Home, I knew there would be a lot of orders to fill, and I wanted them to ship out fast. That's why I chose ShipStation. ShipStation helps manage orders, reduce shipping costs, and print shipping labels. It's my secret ingredient.
ShipStation, the #1 choice of online sellers.
And Wolfgang Buck.
Go to shipstation.com/TV and get 2 months free.
Well, let's check out celebration moment brought to you by Allstate. No mathematician, but 3 is greater than 2. And Tennessee has proven that this afternoon. 12 makes from deep and starting to heat up, including what we've seen from Josiah Jordan-James. Victor Bailey got into the act in the first half, and the Vols making UNCG pay this Saturday afternoon. Thompson Bowling Arena. It's been a lot of fun after that tough loss back on Tuesday night. Mark Wise, Roy Philpott. See the numbers. You've made twice as many as what you did that game against the Red Raiders. And Rick Barnes expected that. I think we did as well. That kind of cold shooting performance is not going to persist when you got all these 5 stars. You got 5 stars coming off the bench today in Knoxville, by the way.
I think what Rick Barnes will be most pleased about in those 12 makes, they came from 7 different players.
Yeah. Ball's in the midst of a 15-0 run in the last 4 minutes. This game was close early till the end of the first half, and then it started to change in a hurry. Poked away by Ziegler. Well, I would love to see him wide open path to the rim, and let's just see what happens. I would expect that to be borderline spectacular. Dul Salam lost.
Are you saying Spud Webbish?
He's got that vibe to him, and I don't know that I've seen him dunk yet. In and out for James, but I'm guessing he could pull that off. Jalen White sends that pass out of bounds. 22 turnovers for the Spartans.
When I watch Tennessee play defense, the word that comes to mind, uncomfortable. They just make you uncomfortable.
Mike Jones, great career. Starting at Radford as a head coach for those 10 years. Made the dance a couple of times. Got to know him a little bit during his time up there in Virginia. NCG likes the support, the tradition of that program. 2-time Big South Coach of the Year. Going wide, Huntley Hatfield. Kamwa there to clean it up.
Well, that miss cost Chandler an assist.
Kennedy Chandler with 5 dimes today, right at his season average. Hunter left open from the corner. Dul Salam gets it back. 20 more seconds to shoot. And Tharrington trying to sneak that one in there, couldn't do it. Good luck, Huntley Hatfield in transition. This time it goes. He's got 10.
And this time he gets Chandler that assist.
So Huntley Hatfield now twice his season average. Kennedy Chandler dropping some dimes here, Mark.
Yeah, the artistry, if you will, of the freshman Kennedy Chandler. That's one that Huntley Hatfield's got to make. And then
to team sports and the best from Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour, golf, and grills. We've got everybody covered this holiday. Merry Christmas from everyone at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Welcome back in. Dari Noka, Patrick Young, Pat Bradley, A&M and Houston, TCU up next in Houston shootout.
Marcus Williams is a great transfer point guard, NBA prospect, strong build, good handles, shoots the three, good vision.
Big fan of Quentin Jackson. This team overall, he's averaging 12 points leading this team. This just means that there's multiple guys that are going to have to show up. It's a team game for Texas A&M. Hopefully they can come away with one here.
A couple of teams that are 7-1 get going here in a bit.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. Back in Knoxville, we revisit our opening thoughts this afternoon, now into the evening. And Kennedy Chandler, Santiago Vescovi, 19 between the two, but those 14 dimes, Mark-wise, you like to share the basketball on a day like today, and that's what they've done.
Well, what you see is that 14 assists that you mentioned. What you don't see is that combined they have committed 1 turnover.
Okay, that's winning basketball. I'm no coach. I'm not like you. I didn't grow up around the game and have all of these amazing insights into strategy and scheming up teams. But I know that that is a fantastic stat. You got 14 dimes, just 1 miscue. That's getting it done.
What do you think Rick Barnes is asking Don Daly right now?
Where are you going to eat at?
Where's the best fishing hole around your place?
Yeah. Rick Barnes, an amazing career. 7th season in Knoxville, Texas, Clemson, Providence, George Mason. Mike Jones said, he's never coached at a bad school anywhere. He's done a great job wherever he's been. There's 733 career victories. In the top 10 in that department with some incredible names and some Hall of Famers. And, you just wonder at this stop in Knoxville, Lida Inside connects. Yep. The only missing piece on that resume is that national championship. The way that they've recruited in recent years and the number of at-bats they're going to get in the NCAA tournament, you wonder if he's a step or two closer to maybe fulfilling that void, if you want to call it that. Maybe a bit strong, but this team may have a chance this year, given the talent and the growth that they could see as we get deeper into March.
That's such a high bar, though, Roy, in terms of winning it all. I mean, look at the quality of work that has stood the test of time.
It is, and you do have to be careful when you start talking about, well, it's Final Four bust. I don't think that's the case. But I guess my bigger point would be this is a team that's going to get some chances, multiple opportunities, get into the tournament with this young roster.
Right.
And let's see. Let's just see what it looks like.
It's kind of an interesting roster, isn't it? Because it's led by the freshmen, but they've got some old hands as well in terms of Fulkerson.
John Fulkerson has returned for year number 18 this season. Such a great day when he decided to return. The super seniors. In and out and back in.
It's Meshach's first 3-ball of his career.
Now 1 for 2 from downtown on the season.
That means the Tennessee today is plus 30. Plus 30 in 3-point differential. Gotta call this, don't you?
And it's the kind of shot that didn't go down at MSG, and it's going down today.
You would never get that roll at the Carnival.
Approaching a minute to play. Comwile will track it down, check that. That was Klopchich. And a timeout called, and Rick Barnes will empty the bench. All right, Mark, you know the
that
drill.
Means. Yeah.
That means you're coming in to chuck it. Let's get some 3-pointers up.
There is no such thing as a good assist right now.
Isaiah Sulak checks in. I believe that was a Cole Morris sighting. Darrington back on the floor for UNCG. Kent Gilbert.
Come on now.
Be able to save it. 15 to shoot. Let's see what happens. Bouger. Launches the rebound.
Well, here's the good news. They've got to shoot.
I love your sense of urgency for the walk-ons. Don't forget TCU, Texas A&M coming up just a couple of minutes. Plopchich up and in. First points, first field goal of the game. And a foul on the drive by Langley.
Roy, what's impressive today as we take another look at Plopchich inside, second chance opportunity. You know, this game, the next game against Upstate would be easy to kind of trap games, but the way Tennessee defends, man, it's almost like immune to trap games.
Defense travels. We saw that against Texas Tech. Just couldn't knock down the open look. One more coming for Langley and for Rick Barnes. Veteran coach. I think he likes the hand that he's been dealt with this squad. Win tonight, they're going to improve to 7-2. UNCG will fall to 7-3. Shot clock is off. That'll just about do it. 76-36. Our final score, and Tennessee getting it done. And after falling behind 2-0, it was all Vols. Rick Barnes, Mike Jones, good friends, meeting at midcourt, and the score goes final. 40-point win for Big Orange. And a fun day on Rocky Top. Thoughts and prayers with everybody. The tornadoes that hit the 6 states, including Western Tennessee and Kentucky over in Mayfield. We're thinking about you. And our final score, 76-36. Vols with the win. Send you now to the studio. Dari Noka, what you got?
All right, guys. Well, we got a little Quentin Jackson and his dozen a game.